All right, car drivers, it's your turn. Time for me to bend your ear. What the? All right, folks. So I'm sitting here with AJ. He's got a YouTube channel. It's HuskyOTR, right?
Yep.
HuskyOTR. So go check him out.
It's been a minute. Haven't done any new videos. But
We want to talk a minute about things that cars do that are either unsafe, extremely dangerous, or just plain out annoying to drivers on the road. You know, and first thing that you need to understand is these trucks are very big. They're over 70 feet long.
driving a small building down the road, essentially, at 62 miles an hour if you drive for 90.
Most 65. We do 65. Most trucks are max, or their max weight is going to be around 80,000 pounds. Now, some trucks weigh a lot more than that because they haul heavy machinery, or you know, the guy you see moving a crane down the road, or hauling wood or whatever. But average is about 80,000 pounds. So you figure at about 65 miles an hour, 80,000 pounds is going to take you probably around 300 feet to come to a complete stop if the road conditions are right. So that's about the length of a football field. And we also have a lot of blind spots. There's things that you can't see. Like I can't see, you know, directly behind my driver's side door, you know, or on the passenger side.
Most of the passenger side.
So you have to remember there's a lot of blind spots. And what we're going to do is I'm going to say one of my little things, and then AJ can say one, and we'll go back and forth until we kind of run out of stuff. And then you guys that are drivers watching the videos in the comments, you can post things that we miss. So I would definitely say one of the most annoying things for a driver is if we're doing 60 miles an hour and you try to merge on the highway at 45. There, you know, I mean, I would say maybe 60% of the time we can't move over to allow you to merge because there's a car beside us that you obviously cannot see when you're getting on the freeway. So then you get mad at us because we didn't move out of your way, and we couldn't move out of your way.
Because you're supposed to use the on-ramp to get up to speed to get onto the highway. So that means if we're going highway speed, you should either be going slower than us so we can pass, or get up to speed or faster to pass us, but don't pass us just to put on your brakes, because that doesn't help any situation.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to end up like, you know, a bug on a windshield, or become my new hood ornament, you know, don't get in front of a truck and hit your brakes, because then you're just going to become part of the truck. I mean, we can't stop. We just can't. Physically, we cannot. Newton doesn't let it happen.
Yeah, 80,000 pounds going 60 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour, whatever. It's not going to stop on a dime.
It's like physics and shit.
And then if you take into consideration it's raining, you know, that's an extra second that's going to take us. You know, because if we have to slam on our brakes, anything can happen. You know, our trailer can kick out. You know, anything can happen. So
remember that. And like merging, you're supposed to yield anyway.
And Jesus, not every accident that happens with the truck is the truck driver's fault. We might get the blame for most of it because we're considered professionals and most people aren't. But it's just one of those things where just because the news puts it out there that the truck driver causes accident or 60 truck pileup, and sometimes, yeah, following speed, a lot of variables go into it. Could be possibly the truck driver's accident, but that could have also been a truck doing their best, then a car cutting out in front of them, and then hitting their brakes when they realize they're going too fast on snow. And then it just gets everything messed up.
And you people in big cities, when it's rush hour, okay, we understand that you want to go home.
Atlanta.
Okay, we understand. LA, you know, Seattle,
Chicago,
Portland, you know, Sacramento, the Bay Area, you know, Dallas. We understand. You guys want to go home. We want to go home too. So why cause an accident and make it so no one gets to go home? Okay? The space that I leave in front of me is so that I don't rear end the car in front of me when I need to stop. Okay, it's my stopping space. It might be a truck length, you know, because maybe we're doing 5 miles an hour. It might be 2 or 3 truck lengths. You know, whatever that space is, it's not for you to cut into. Okay, it's not for you. That space is mine. I claim it because I'm bigger than you. So you don't get to have it. So don't jump in front of me, because when you jump in front of me, that guy in front of you is going to hit his brakes, and you're going to hit your brakes, and I'm going to hit my brakes, but I'm not going to be able to stop. And guess what's going to happen to you? Soda can. Like, just like that.
And when you're in traffic, construction, rush hour, whatever, and we do have that space, it's not really worth your time to get in that following distance space we have, just so you can get a car or two ahead of where you're at. Because that's all you're doing. You're not getting much farther.
Yeah, you're hurrying up to stop.
Exactly.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
And then another thing, when we're going down the road at, you know, whatever speed, 60 miles an hour, 50, 45, 65, whatever we're doing down the road, tell me the big reason why you like to be so close to my trailer that you can read my license plate or the VIN number on the trailer. You like to be that close that you can read all that, because if I slam on my brakes and I come to a stop and you go under my trailer, your head is now in your back seat because you went under my bumper. Okay? Like, no reason for that.
None whatsoever.
No reason to follow that close. You know, there's a lot of trailers, a lot of trucks, they have a sticker on the back. If you can't see my mirrors, I can't see you. Well, it's true. If you can't see the mirrors on the side of my truck, I don't know you're back there anyway. Mm-hmm. So even, you know, why risk going under there? You'll die. You won't go home.
And when you're coming up on a construction site and it drops to one lane, for Pete's sake, don't try to wait to the last minute to get over. You know, one of the first things I was taught when I started driving truck was, the minute you see a sign that says left lane closed, you get in that right lane as soon as you see the sign. And you should do the same thing when you're in a car. Just because we're in a truck, it's not that much different. So that way, when you come up on that single lane, traffic can move smoothly through it. Whereas if you're waiting to bottleneck it up, it's just going to create a traffic jam behind you. That's why when you see 2 trucks driving side by side on the highway, when there's traffic ahead of them, it's because we're trying to choke the traffic just to get traffic to move smoothly through it. Because if I'm in the left lane and there's a truck on the right hand side of me and they're choking traffic to get over to the left lane, I'm going to let that truck get in front of me when it gets to the time. That's a communicated situation. Your job is to get over, because staying in that right lane isn't going to help any.
And also, you know, when that lane's ending, you know, instead of speeding up to try to get past that truck, you know, and maybe you might be pushing that truck into because the truck is obviously not going to want to run into you, because we're not going to want to hurt you or cause a big accident. We would much rather damage the truck or damage some cones or whatever than hit a car, you know, because no matter what, we're going to try to preserve life. But there's no need for that. There's no need for you to try and hurry up and pass the truck, because traffic's going to be going slow up there anyway. Just fall back, let the truck come over, and everybody moves safely down the road.
Yeah.
You know, there's tons of things. So, you know, if you're a driver, share it in the comments. And, you know, I mean, you people driving cars, don't become a hood ornament. You know, don't become
don't be that guy. Simple as that. Just don't be that guy.
Don't be that
or
guy.
that girl. It's not worth it.
You don't want to be that guy.
No.
I don't want to be that guy.
No.
I don't want my wife to be that girl.
I don't want my wife to be that girl.
Mm-hmm.
So
you know, my wife gets enough tickets just for speeding.
So my wife doesn't get tickets.
Mine does. She got a lead foot. I love you. No, I pay her tickets.
My wife's the best driver I know.
No.
So
my wife drives. My wife drives good. She's safe, but you know, she likes to go 5 to 7 miles over, and apparently cops don't like that very much.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, be safe out on the road. There's no reason to be aggressive around big trucks. You know, we're heavy, we're big. We're
designed to stop, and we're designed to stop as fast as possible, but it's not always as fast as possible that we can stop.
Yeah, just because we have 18 wheels doesn't mean we have 18 sets of brakes.
Yes.
Okay? Yes. We're heavy. We're really heavy.
Especially me.
Don't. Husky.
Husky. Don't call me Husky for nothing.
Zach Brown. Later.